What's good, y'all? Welcome to another BRZ video. Today we have actually just an install video of a really cool addition to our front bumper. It is a JDM style, kind of like an accent light on both of the sides of the bumper. And we got it from our good friends at Suma Performance, and this is going to be a really cool install because it actually requires a little bit of electrical wiring, which I'm not too proficient at, but we'll figure it out. There's a couple YouTube videos already out on how to install this, so I'm following like all those videos and seeing what I can do. So yeah, very excited to install this. Thank you Suma Performance for sending this out. Let's get started and unbox this thing. All right, so time to open this up. We got some nice stickers and decals from Suma Performance. I can finally add it onto the car. I've been looking to add my sponsor stickers onto the car for a while now, so this is great. And they look cool with the brand new logo. Definitely love them, man. Let's go. All right, so here we go. It's packaged pretty well. Let's look at this one first. I think this is the wire harness. Yep, this is the electrical wire harness, which is gonna be very handy. And then this is the first light here. Let's open this up. That looks awesome. So yeah, this is gonna replace that front little air vents in the bumper, and it actually has an LED now on the side, which is going to be super cool. So in the wire harness, it comes with two connectors, and then we also get this line, which we're gonna probably have to tap into the fuse box. So yeah, definitely some wiring to do. Very excited to install this. Let's get started. Now this is one of our accent lights, right? And this is the harness that comes in here. But it has actually a feeded line here that we're going to be using with the new harness that we have. And it should just go like this. Boom. And it goes for the same to the other side as well. So just do the same thing. And then in the end of the harness, we have a feeded line here. Hey, Editor Wayne here. So I'm actually teaching you guys how to wire the white LEDs right now. Basically, we kind of went into an issue with these DRLs or bezels. Basically, what happened is the white LED wire would not turn on even if it was powered. The only way it will turn on is if the headlights are off, meaning amber lights, which I've been rocking for the last like 2-3 months. So this is how long this video has been in the process, so it's been like 3 months now. So when I installed these lights, the amber power line, which goes into both of the bezels, was actually getting powered by the side marker, and then the white LED line, which I'm teaching you guys how right now to install into the fuse box, would not turn on, because even if it is still getting power, the amber would overpower it basically. And that's kind of how it's designed, is because the amber is supposed to be the turn signal. And since it's always on because it's connected to the side marker, which is always on unless you turn it off, it's never going to turn white, which sucks. So what happened is I had to wait a couple of months to get a new harness, and we got a new one from Suma Performance, and it's going to be basically the new harness for this whole system. So I'm going to cut to the next part of the video, which is basically 2 months later, where we're connecting this new harness, which actually connects to the headlights this time. And it's basically connecting into the turn signal / power line, which only turns on again when you use the hazard signals or the turn signals. And that will allow the white LEDs, which I'm actually not going to tap into the fuse box because I thought it was a little bit, sketchy. I'm going to tap it into the freed up side marker now because we're not using that anymore to power the amber lines. I literally wrote on the Facebook forum about how I had an amber version of the JDM bezels, which was definitely incorrect because it was just not properly working. It's supposed to be white at all times, and again, amber when you're using the turn signals. So yeah, that's just a little bit of correction. That's why you'll see this little time jump 2 months, or I guess 2.5 months later. So I will cut the footage to that point on. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's actually been a couple of months since we've last worked on these JDM bezels from Suma Performance. As you guys can tell, we can't run the white LEDs unless we turn off the headlights, which is really weird. As I've been going through the forums these past couple of months, we actually got the wrong harness, and Suma Performance sent out new harnesses for me to try out. Just took a little time, and also it's kind of hard to work on the car now just because I'm doing so many different things with my new job. So sorry, Eddie, this took a minute. Hopefully everything will work out. Our plan is to get these amber lights to be our turn signals and hazard lights, which would be really, really cool. I haven't really seen anybody do it yet, but it's advertised to be able to do that. Though we have to wire it into the headlights, but yeah, let's go ahead and start disassembling the JDM bezels. Look at this, I finally connected the bezels to the headlight with that new harness. It actually took me a little bit of time to understand where this brown plug went into. All right guys, so it's gonna be the best view you guys are gonna get, but we're gonna take this brown cord right here, just give it a little push and then wiggle it out. Boom. There we go. There it is. All right, so we're gonna get the harness here, y'all, right? I find it much easier to connect the new one back where that connector went into. Boom. And then we're gonna connect this one. This one has two little pins right there into here. Boom. And we have made our little loop. Ta-da! All right guys, so I've actually fed the wire now down here. So this is the last remaining connection, and we're gonna connect this from the bezel. It's right there laying down to this connection. Just connect it. Boom. We can test it now, and then to test it, boom, it works. Cool. Don't worry about this wire, guys. You guys don't need to connect this to anything. I'll just stuff it in there. I might put some electrical tape over it so there's no shorting. Other than that, there's this one wire right here, right? So we have this one that connects to the headlight, and then this wire right here is for your white LED. And you'll have two of these, right? So you have one on the left side and one on the right side, and then they will meet right here. And then you can run the white LED wire, because there's going to be a plethora of this through your bumper. Because what's cool about this is that there's actually some space that you can feed it through that comes out right around here as well. There's some space on both sides where you can feed wires, and the little cowl that goes on top won't interfere, which I will try to show. You can feed the wires through into the bumper, and this cowl will hide everything. So yeah, I'll show it after everything is cleaner. This area right here is finally reacting to the hazard and turn signal area from the headlight. All right guys, now it's time to connect the white LED wire. Now in the actual instructions, it's supposed to actually go into that 30 amp fuse. I don't want to do that specifically just because I really don't want to mess with the fuse box. So what I'm going to do is use a T-tap connector. As you guys can see, I already have it connected to the white LED wire. So I'm going to be connecting it to this red wire and then feeding this white LED wire down there. And then hopefully we get power to the white LEDs. All right, I've connected the T-tap connector here. Cool, and we can plug this into the side marker now. But before we do that, let me show you guys, because it actually works now. There we go. So amber, white LEDs. Let's freaking go. As you guys can see, it is white LEDs. If I close it, it turns amber. Turn it on again, amber, and then it turns white. Now the last thing we gotta do is just connect this back into the side marker. As you guys can see, there's no power right now. There we go. Holy shit, we did it. Nice. All right guys, everything is back together, and let me just show you guys how I've wired everything here. So these wires right here are gonna run through here into the bumper, not too far, but it's there. And it comes out right there, which bleeds all the way down there. And yeah, that's basically it. I'll also have some photos. I think it should be on Suma Performance's website. It should help with a clear image of what's actually going on. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and get everything running, and hopefully it's gonna look super, super cool.